Hello everyone, I hope you're having an amazing day. This is Prateek Khandelwal. So I had a spinal cord injury in May 2014 which left me paralyzed waist down. Since then, I have gone on to make some significant recovery by getting involved in a rigorous exercise regime. Not only that, I have gone on to find some initiative for the physically challenged in India which may help them to improve their quality of living. In this arc of transition that I'm going through, this arc of sitting on a wheelchair and standing tall and walking, in this arc, I've had some beautiful life experiences and I've learned some lessons. I wish to pluck some of those experiences out and share with you because I think they may serve you well and help you not only with your own self, but it may help you with your mental health also. So today's episode is named as The Pursuit of Happiness, and it is about how I went on to find my own happiness after facing a life-changing injury. So before this injury in 2014, I was always this guy who was very socially active, outgoing, and I was always termed as people's person amongst my friends, both in my personal and professional capacities. So that meant I knew a lot of people, met a lot of people, even work-wise, I was always on field, trying to be in the thick of things, always parts of new plans and activities, and basically a positive influence and part in lives of people around me. But all of this changed in 2014 when I had this injury, because an injury like this one, a debilitating one, gets social isolation with it. So that meant people who I used to hang out with earlier, they did not know how to talk to me and they chose not to talk to me. Calls from close friends became rarer, and if there were any, I think our conversations were around medicine, my health, और the famous monologue, तू ठीक हो जाएगा, तू चल के बताएगा, हिम्मत मत हारना. So basically it was an onset of a battle of perception in the society, where they had termed me as finished or my life as completely screwed after this injury, and rejection is gifted to in a way that becomes a prominent part of your life and a way of living. It was only after 1.5 years of my injury in 2015 December that I stepped out for the first time for lunch with a friend I made at gym. She was also having a spinal cord injury and she was also using a wheelchair. So we went out, and I think those 4 hours that I spent at the lunch table, those were the most crucial for 4 hours of my life at that point, it's at least, because in those 4 hours I was at my jovial best. I was pretty honest about things. I was chirpy, I was laughing my heart out, and I was saying things as I was feeling them without having to pretend or trying to be somebody else. I think that made me realize how I was always this guy, and how I had completely gone MIA, missing in action. Because before blaming somebody else, I think I myself was a social recluse, where I was very underconfident and nervous and uncomfortable to share this wheelchair life or to take it outside among my friends. I think, guys, a human, he can face any adversity in life, even that of physical challenge, with great steadfastness. But as soon as we realize that we are of no value to people around us, or we have nothing to offer that can contribute to their lives, I think we quickly lose grip on ourselves. And Prateek, being the guy he was, he always wanted to be of value not only to people around him, but to himself first. But where does he start from? Nobody's talking to him. It had to start from himself first. So in 2016 began the quest of getting back to my people and my community. So I started calling my friends week after week. Every weekend I used to ask them to catch up with me, to meet me, because I thought that meeting me was a great way of addressing the mental barrier that people had in general and to tell them that how I'm not governed by an injury and how my mind, soul, and spirit are absolutely free. With time, I saw that now I started becoming parts of get-togethers, of dinner parties, of birthday parties, of watching cricket matches together, and people started searching for accessible places for me, which was a huge gesture for me. As I started going out more, I wanted to go without my helper, so I started taking Ola, Uber. I started learning transfers on my own in the car, in the washroom. I trained cab drivers, hundreds of them, and I trained people at source and destination points on wheelchair basics. How to fold a wheelchair, unfold a wheelchair, keeping in the boot, transfer systems, all these basics, which if you see now have gone on to become a really strong foundation of Ramp My City itself. And all of that happened, that me reaching out to my people, me stepping out, me training people, and me basically living a life outside the comfort zone. It has purely happened because I figured out where my happiness lied, and I figured out what I had to do to sustain it. And it was independent of what XYZ thought or what my situation was. It was only driven by one thing, that I wanted to be happy, and I was the master of my own happiness. Friends, so many times in our lives, because of a bitter incident, a situation gone wrong, or a person who did not behave as expected out of them, we quickly lose grip on ourselves, and I think we go into these phases of depression or being just sad and not too happy about things in our life. And I think that is something that really needs to change, because it seems like our whole life is tied to this person or incident, and we fail to move beyond it. We should be in charge, and we should be masters of our own happiness and nobody else. So even in difficult times where things get really tricky and things get difficult with us, I think it is always good to fall back upon sources that keeps us happy. And they're very small things in life, that keeps us happy, that make a huge difference. As small as drinking a cup of coffee, or eating that Maggie, or meeting that friend, or having that drink, or pursuing that hobby, whatever. It is up to you to explore it and find it for yourself and keep it with you and to sustain it, because that is the only way that you will spread happiness around you, by being happy yourself first. I will end this message by a quote I learned in class 5, and it said that smile a while you smile, your smile will go miles and miles. So keep smiling, guys, and keep spreading happiness and joy around you. I will catch you on the next episode. Till then, take very good care of yourself. Leave me the feedback in the comment section or in the mail ID I am putting in the description section. Have a great, healthy, and safe stay at home. See you guys soon. Bye bye.